Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Lay round the shack till the mail train gets back and rolling my sweet baby's arms. Hi folks, Brian Haywood here, back with our last video in this series that gives you some specialty tools for your toolbox here that's got some vamping ideas and patterns and those kind of things in it. The first two videos, if you haven't checked those out, were for really slow songs, one with a 4/4 time, one with a 3/4 time waltz time there, and that will be very helpful even if you go outside of the bluegrass genre. And in the last video, we've sped things back up, went back to traditional bluegrass, and showed you a couple of endings that's got vamping stuff in it. Okay, it was one of them. We're going to actually change that a little bit and turn them into licks that you can insert when you've got some space on faster songs. Usually medium to fast songs will work well for this particular thing. And I've seen it or heard it in two places. One of them was Earl Scruggs, I think, when he was doing some kind of reunion with Bill Monroe. I think it was in the 70s or 80s. I have audio on it, and they're playing really fast songs, and he does this particular vamping lick a couple of times. And then you also hear Ron Stewart use it quite a bit because it can have a little bit of a blues tinge to it. So I want to show that to you right now, but I was playing it in between the phrases there. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Okay, so there's that particular lick, and it's got the same idea as the last video, so we can kind of expand things a little bit. I would say you probably don't even want to use this lick more than about twice in an entire set. Because it's so recognizable, it's so different. If it's sometimes licks that you use all the time, your ears are used to it, it doesn't really stand out. The licks that really stand out, you've got to use them less often because they will lose their effectiveness, and you kind of beat people over the head with it, and you don't want to do that. So this is one that really quickly will, you can overuse it, okay? But it sounds like this. You're still using that same flattening the finger idea to go to the C. Okay, so it's really got the same idea as the last video, except we're doing the flattening the finger, flattening the ring finger there to get the C chord, if you will. Make it a bar shape, doing that twice. And then you're doing the kind of the end of the 6 white horses kind of thing that I showed you in the last video. Except you don't move your hand position at all, so you're not having to do any hammer-ons or anything like that. So at the end, you're just doing the second string and then third string with the index and thumb. Okay, very fun to play. Like I said, you can overuse it in a hurry. I think I use it on Crying Holy. So, crying holy unto the Lord, holy unto the Lord, if I could. So there's a couple places you can use it there. So I showed you using it right before you go to the C, and also when you come back to the G chord, you can use it there as well. Ron Stewart, I think, used it in Big Spike Hammer. Hey, hey, Dale man, why do you treat me this way? Okay, once again, I wouldn't use it but one time. Don't keep using it. All right, so I think I've got one more lick that I will save for next time. It's kind of the same idea with the vamping, except it's a little more bluesy, going a little bit of a medium tempo song. So come back next time and we'll check that one out. Thanks.